Okay, so I'm inside for now. It is pretty decent out there, so I will be doing the shooting video out there, but it was just raining, so it's a little wet out there, and it's only 50 degrees, so I figure I'll just do the overview portion in here, because it's going to go quick. So this was sent out, shoot, I don't even know what state it came from. Anyways, it's basically a bone stock KRYTAC Mark II. So it has the billet receiver, and it is the CRB. Start from the back, you got the basic KRYTAC stock, metal buffer tube, ambi sling mount, Defiance pistol grip, ambi selector switch, standard KRYTAC, standard mag catch. All the fiddly bits are stock. Key mod rail, what is this, 12 inches or so? Pretty nice. I've always been a fan of the KRYTAC rails. They're kind of unique. They got these spikes on the front here, so it looks pretty cool. I've kind of always liked them. Nothing that I would toss on a gun aftermarket, but for a gun that comes with a rail, great rail. It is CNC machined. It is anodized, so is the receiver, so the gun just feels nice. It's pretty light. I don't know if he has anything he's going to put on it, but honestly, this gun looks brand new. I don't even know if he played with it yet. He might have played with it a couple times, but basically a brand new gun. It looks like he tried to get this flash hider off. If I'm not mistaken, he asked if I could help him get it off, so I'll probably do that. See if I can do that for him. If not, then he'll probably have to deal with it, because I'm not really in the service of taking orange tips off. I do internal work, but I'll see what I can do with that. So it is a dual sector gear. It is a cheap dual sector gear. This is a basic build. In fact, we're using the stock MOSFET. So let me get into that. So in the back here, for the first portion of the video, we're going to use a 1000 milliamp 20 to 40C 11.1. Very small battery. I don't really recommend using these in DSGs, but this is a low stress, lower rate of fire, low draw, so it's not drawing all that much power. So for the first portion of the video, we'll use this, and then we'll run a 2000 milliamp later and see how the rate of fire is on that. So on the back here, the 20 amp fuse fried immediately pretty much when I DSG'd it. DSGs are just going to pull more than 20 amps. That's just kind of how it is. This one is a 35 amp fuse, and I've shot probably 1,000 cycles, and it has not blown. So I'm pretty confident 35 is going to be good. That is quite a bit more than the other one, 15, almost twice as much. And I did send him a link on eBay to purchase a box of 10 of these, so he'll have spares. So if we need to take them to the field, just in case they blow, pop another one in there. If you go really ham on the trigger, it will probably go. And I'm talking about you dump a high cap within a minute. Like, you just go ham on, 5-10 people, and you dump them high cap. And then that might be where you run into something like this. So since it is a budget gun using the stock MOSFET, take it easy. It is a stock MOSFET, so I don't see that he's going to be able to shoot unless he flips to full auto and just dumps a high cap. So what else is in the gun besides the 35 amp fuse? Well, we also have an SHS high torque motor, brand new. We have an SHS DSG sector gear. Love them. That's all I use. With the stock spur and bevel gear, I also put they look exactly like the Matrix meteorite bushings, but they are KRYTAC. So KRYTAC's bushings, their steel bushings used to be silver, and now they're black. They look exactly like the meteorite bushings from Matrix. And VFC too. VFC uses the same ones. They fit in here and allow the gears to spin. It was a little tight, so I actually took the spur gear spring that pushes it down, and I literally just squeezed it with pliers to make it weaker. Put it back in there, and now there's a little bit extra movement, so it's not too tight. Because that happens when you switch out bushings or gears in these KRYTACs, the gears become really tight. Whereas that's why I recommend you use the KRYTAC bushings. You have to still modify the shell, take out that little lip on the spur, replace those bushings, and turns out you still kind of need to pinch the spring for that spur gear so that when you close the shell, it's not quite as much pressure. And it sounds really good, honestly. The shimming's pretty good. The gun sounds great to my ears. Other parts, it has an SHS metal rack piston with aluminum piston head. Nice setup. I glued the piston head screw. That is very important to do on a DSG. Really, no matter what rate of fire, those piston head screws loosen up. also glued down the rack on the piston, so it's nice and solid. And then it has a Garter SP150 spring. So the FPS that it's shooting is a little lower than it should be, but I kind of attest that to the compression's good, and I cut the taper plate spring so it's modified properly. I kind of narrow that down to the KRYTAC bucking, maybe not sealing the best, and it's a stock KRYTAC hop-up barrel and bucking. That's kind of what I narrow it down to. It shoots good. I leave it where it's at, honestly. That's it. I don't think I'm missing anything. We're just going to run this smaller style battery in it for now. Alright, well, I cannot find my Tamiya to Dean's adapter, so I can't test a bigger battery, and he is going to be using Tamiya's. So I just fully charged this one, that 1000 milliamp 20 to 40C that I was using, fully charged it. It's pretty low power battery for DSG, I'll admit. He's going to be running the 2000 milliamp 15 to 25C. Still shoots great, just as it was. Easily 200 feet. And this full charge battery was chronoing 37 rounds a second. And that's in between the goal. The goal was pretty much 35 to 40, so it's right up in there. His 2000 milliamp will probably do 40 full charge. Again, it's only 1.2 joules. This one is just kind of an all-around good outdoor gun. Pretty great rate of fire, pretty good trigger response even as well. And should be nice and reliable for him. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.